said dating was easy. For me, it's like this endless, dramatic Spanish soap opera that plays on repeat. The guy is either too forward and turns me off or is too shy and I completely overlook him. However, there are those in between. The ones where I can't seem to figure out where his feelings lie. If you're experiencing something like this, these are all the signs a guy likes you but is trying not to show it. I had one guy introduce me to his entire family and it turned out he wasn't interested in me. And they say women are complicated. You may never know what they really think of you. But there are some signs to help you figure out where he stands. 1. He changes when he's drunk. When he's sober, he's all cool and calm. However, after a couple beers, he's all over you and staring at you romantically. The guy can't hold it in forever, I mean, he's only human. Just make sure his drunk moves are because he actually likes you and not because he's only horny. 2. He's always around you. Now, he may not be right beside you all the time, but he's always there. He just seems to be hovering in the background. Or he could be literally next to you the whole time, but they wouldn't be around you if they weren't interested. 3. You've met his family. Meeting the family is huge. Usually, men don't like to introduce women to the family unless they like them. It's a test to see how his family reacts and what they think of you. So, why would he do that if he doesn't like you? 4. He knows all the details about you. Remember that story you told him about your childhood dog 2 months ago? Well, he remembers it because he was listening. Men have selective hearing, so if he's paying attention it's because he wants to hear and learn about you. 5. He touches you. Not like when a buddy pats you on the back or punches you in the arm. This touch is different, it's softer, it's sensual, it's emotional. Maybe he brushes the hair out of your face or fixes your bra strap falling off your shoulder. These are small, but powerful, moves. 6. He's clean-shaven. He cares about his appearance. Now, that may not mean it's because of you, but maybe you notice he's always freshly cut just before you see him. 7. He gives you small, sentimental gifts. You don't need to get a diamond ring to see that he likes you. I had one guy buy me a concert ticket out of the blue, which was such a thoughtful gift. They don't have to be big, it could just be a cup of coffee. But it shows that he cares. 8. His place is always clean when you're around. Have you seen a lived-in bachelor pad? It usually is filled with empty pizza boxes and an overflowing garbage bin. However, when you come by, it's spotless. He doesn't want you to think he's a slob, he wants to impress you. 9. Girls? What other girls? Do you ever hear him mention other women in front of you? No? Or when you ask him about a girl, he just brushes it off. He doesn't want you to think there's another girl. He may try to make you jealous, but usually guys try to stay away from drama. 10. You catch him looking at you. If you catch him getting a glimpse of you, watching you as you walk across the room, he's interested. He can't keep his eyes off you. Come on, that's a pretty decent hint. 11. He turns off and on. There'll be moments when he's so sweet and nice and suddenly, he switches. He'll become cold and somewhat emotionally vacant. He doesn't want his emotions to show, that's why. Why else would you hide this? 12. His friends have been warned. Are his friends slightly reserved towards you? Well, that's because they've been told not to touch you or flirt with you. They've been warned well in advance about you. That's because he has his eye on you. 13. He wants to know more about you. He actively asks you questions about your upbringing or even how your day was. He wants to know more about you and what's happening in your life. If he wasn't interested, he wouldn't spend the time trying to know more about you. 14. He notices the small things. Maybe you got your hair cut or bought a new shirt. He'll notice it. Trust me on that. If his eyes follow you for this long, he'll notice when you're wearing something new. He also notices when you wore the same shirt 2 days in a row, just saying. 15. When you're grumpy, he's there. Most men say, "Why don't you call me when you're not being grumpy?" But instead, this guy listens to you complain about your job or suggests that he brings over a chick flick with some popcorn. Now that's a man. 16. He lets you make decisions. Some men have an ego issue and can't let anyone make decisions. However, if a guy is interested in you, he lets you take the wheel. They're just happy to hang out with you. So, if you're making the calls, it's because he doesn't care how he spends his time with you. 17. He's all over your social media. He likes all your photos, comments on everything. You think this isn't a big deal, but it is. He's in your life and he wants people to know it. It's his subtle way to show that he's in. 18. If you bring up a guy, he doesn't like it. Now, he probably doesn't have a tantrum. However, show him a picture of another guy and he'll have something to say about it. He thinks this guy looks like a tool or an idiot. There'll be something that he won't like. Just watch it. 19. He supports your goals. Whatever you want to do in life, he's behind you 100%. He never says you can't achieve your dreams. Instead, he's pushing you forward. 20. He goes out of his way for holidays. Though you two aren't together, he makes sure he gets you something little for Christmas or Valentine's Day. Any holiday where he can show his appreciation for you, he'll participate. Now that you know the signs a guy likes you but is trying not to show it, see if your friend is pulling these moves on you.
If you like the video, like it and share it to your friends. If you like more advices and tips, subscribe to the channel.